Welcome back, everybody. So Apple's new MacBook Pros have a problem. They actually have a lot of problems, but one of those problems is the port. A $2,000 laptop aimed at productivity only comes with 4 USB Type-C ports. I'm sure you're all very aware of this issue, and it's even worse given that the market has not even come close to fully adopting the USB Type-C industry. So basically, if you get this laptop, you need some type of adapter, and that is where this comes in. So this is the DockCase, and I want to say 2 or 3 months ago they reached out to me that they'd have this product coming out on Kickstarter. They wanted me to do a video on it, and at first I said no, I just wasn't that interested. I already had a sleeve that I used in my laptop and a Satechi adapter for the USB-C problem that worked well for me, but then after I said no, for a week or two, every time I plugged in my Satechi adapter, had to deal with how fiddly it was and always coming out when I'm trying to upload a file and then I have to re-upload it. I realized I should at least give it a chance, so I reached out to them again and I said I can't promise a review, but send it over and I'll check it out. And long story short, I no longer use that Satechi adapter. And yes, I know Unbox Therapy and Linus Tech Tips both have already made videos on this. I got it around the same time they did, but I've been moving into college, moving into this office, so my timeline has been really hectic recently, and I still think it's worth making a video about, and if you disagree or you don't like that, well, too bad. The DockCase is currently still on Kickstarter. It already surpassed its $30,000 initial goal. I think they're around $55,000 right now. I was just looking at it before. And if you buy it via Kickstarter with their early bird discount, it's only $80 for the unit. However, once the Kickstarter is over, it will retail for $130. So if you're seriously considering purchasing one of these, I would definitely take that into consideration. That's $50 on a $130 product. That's a pretty considerable discount. And no, I don't get any affiliate commission via Kickstarter. I'm just letting you guys know, if you're gonna buy it, just save the money and get it sooner. So now let's actually take a look at the case. It's made out of this faux leather material that feels really good in the hand. It gives also a very classy and premium vibe. Of course, you have the ports over here that I'll talk more about a little bit from now. So opening it up, it uses a magnetic flap up here. One thing I will notice, this is a pre-production unit, but I would like to see the magnet up here be a little stronger. It's a little easy just to like accidentally hit it, and sometimes when I try to close it, it doesn't close all the way. So I'd like to see a little bit stronger of a magnet in there. And then you have your laptop in there. It fits a 13-inch MacBook Pro very snugly. Of course, I have the model for a 13-inch MacBook Pro. And there is a pocket up on this flap, but you guys might have seen Linus Tech Tips try to put in a cable there. There's actually a different little slot over here inside of the case that you slide the cable in. I'll go ahead and open it up. I don't really know how much you can see that, but you can just pull out the cable just like this, and it fits in there. It's not the most elegant way of putting it in. Like when you put the cable in, you kind of have to just jam it in and keep jamming it in. But once you do get it out, it works out pretty well. So then when you put your laptop on it, you want the ports facing the left side. So then you put your laptop on top of the case, and connecting it is not the most elegant solution, I guess. There's a port on the back of the case, and then you bend the cable and plug it into your laptop. I really would have liked to see some type of docking mechanism. It is called the DockCase. I don't know how they would have pulled it off. I can't think of it myself, but if there was some way to just like lay it on it or just slide it into something instead of having this loose cable out here, I probably would have preferred that. But again, I don't know exactly how they would go about accomplishing that task. So now let's take a look at the ports. They have a bunch of ports. I only use a couple of them, but it's really nice to have all the variety there for any type of accessories you may need. So taking a look at the ports, we have an Ethernet port up top, HDMI port. We have 2 USB Type-C ports. One is for power, so you can plug your charger into the case, and it will also charge your laptop through the connector cable. And the other USB-C is for data. Then you have 2 USB 3.0 ports with just the regular USB connectivity. And lastly, you have a card reader area with an SD card reader and a micro SD card reader. And I definitely use the HDMI and the SD card reader more than anything else. The SD card reader is basically what I wanted to check out this case for. It's with that Satechi adapter. When I would plug it in and start uploading a file, if it got nudged at all or moved, it's not a secure fit, and it would come out and then it would say, oh, you've removed your device, and then the upload would cancel and I'd have to go upload it again. That was a huge hassle, and this is a very secure connection, so uploading files has become a lot more consistent for me now, and in that sense, this product has solved all of my problems with the MacBook Pro, and that was my whole goal with it, and it has done it beautifully. And that brings us to the conclusion, my thoughts on the case, my overall opinion. The reason I love this case is because it took two individual products that I was using and replaced it with one product that does both of their individual jobs better than they did on their own. So as a case, I prefer this case to the sleeve I was using. I was using a nice sleeve and I had no problem with it, but I didn't realize how much I wanted like a classy case like this, a perfect fit for the laptop, a nice black faux leather with a silver accent. I like taking this out and putting my laptop on top of this more than the other case because it's just classy and I really like that professional and premium appeal. And then to the adapter, the Satechi adapter not only had less ports for $45, which is like half the price if you get this on Kickstarter. Not only did it have less ports, but it was finicky, it came out, it wasn't as good. So this does both of those jobs better than they did individually, and that gets my recommendation. Of course, if you're considering buying one, I highly recommend getting on Kickstarter rather than afterwards, because saving $50 is definitely significant, and you know, $80 compared to $130 is a whole different ball game. At $130, it's a big investment. You really need to be using these ports a lot, but at $80, if you were getting a Satechi adapter and a laptop case, that's already like $70, and then $80 for a better version of both. I can get behind that. So thank you for watching. I'm a big fan of this case. Not a sponsorship, nothing like that. Just a big fan of this product. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to see more content. And as always, stay classy. What do you guys think of the new office, the set? I love it.